Hi, this is Andrea at Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you one way that you can add a clasp to a tubular stitch. I'm going to demonstrate using just a little sampler that I've done of tubular peyote, which we have a video on. And what you're going to need to do this is you're going to need a length of beading wire. I have some soft touch in the medium weight. You are going to need, as far as tools go, you're going to need your flush cutters and a pair of crimping pliers. You're going to need 2 crimp tubes. I have 1.5mm gold plated. I've got a gold plated closed jump ring. I believe that is 6mm. I've got a gold plated lobster clasp, and I have 2 Czech fire polish 6mm beads for the ends. You can use whatever you'd like for these. You can use Swarovski, you name it, you can use it. So first, this is not the best demo tube because I really have some strong tension going on here, so I can't actually join the 2 ends, but I will use it to show you how you can finish it. And I'm just going to finish off my tube completely by tying off. I'm going to make just an overhand knot, and then I'm going to simply weave in the remainder of my thread. Now you don't want to pull tighter than the tension that you had going on when you were weaving the tube, or else you're going to get kind of a strange, lumpy, crooked line running through. And you don't want that. So for demo purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and run it through just several beads. You can continue if you'd like, tying more knots and weaving in further. And then I've got my thread zap too. You can use a pair of scissors. I'm going to trim off the excess. I'm going to go ahead and do that to the opposite end as well. Okay, now I just have my tube and I'm ready to finish it off here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of wire, and I have it cut just about maybe 6 inches longer than the actual tube. I'm going to thread it through, all the way through. So now my tube is threaded onto my wire. You can close the other end off. I just have this here at hand, but I would normally use a bead stopper. So what I'm going to add to this end here is my 6mm fire polish bead. And I'm going to make sure that it's kind of sitting down in the tube, nice and snug. I'm then going to thread on crimp tube, and going to also thread on the loop of my lobster clasp. I'm going to go back through my crimp tube just like you would a normal strung necklace or bracelet. You know what? I'm going to leave that tail because it's going to be completely covered up. I'm going to just insert it into the tube. I'm going to crimp it. And that's one end. I'm going to remove my clamp from the other end. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to thread on my 6mm fire polish, a crimp tube, and this time I'm going to thread on my closed jump ring, back through the crimp tube, and back through the fire polish bead. And I want to pull this nice and tight. I'm going to crimp it. Trim off my excess wire there. There you have it. That's one way that you can finish off a tubular stitch. There are different ways that you can do this also. One other kind of easy way to do it is do the exact same thing with a bead, maybe not such a nice bead at the end, and just something that kind of fills up the end space and makes it a nice rounded off end, and then you can put a bead cap over that or a bead cone, and that has a really nice tapered finished appearance as well.